Hi everybody, I'm Bob.
Hey guys, I'm Kelly. If you are brand new to our channel, welcome and thanks for joining us today. And if you are returning to our channel, thanks for coming back to see us.
Thank you so much.
So, we are back with
Food and Booze Friday.
Food and Booze Friday.
I love it.
So what are we talking about today?
Well, today we're going to do a review, and on our last travel vlog we had, and we'll put a link to it, right?
Right up here.
We went to dinner at Topolino's Terrace. And we are going to review Topolino's Terrace.
Yes, we are, because we have not done a review on Topolino's yet, so.
Yeah, so the overall of Topolino's is that it is a French, Italian, Riviera style kind of Mediterranean fare.
And you find it at the Riviera Resort.
Yes.
And it is on the top floor of the
Top
Riviera.
floor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it is a signature restaurant.
Yes. They do have breakfast.
They do have a character breakfast.
But
yeah, I think they're still doing character breakfast at the moment, but we were there for dinner.
Yes, and I got to tell you, we're going to go through all the specifics, but I enjoyed it.
I did too.
So we're going to start off with our categories, which are
first impression.
My first impression was kind of mixed. Number one, I thought it was beautiful. It was hard to find which elevator to go on, first off.
It was just a little bit. That was a little weird.
Because it's kind of a maze in the, in the Riviera, which elevator, because it's not the same elevators that goes to the room that goes to the restaurant, I didn't think, was it?
I remember something being weird about it. You have to remember that we were there back in January.
Right.
And it is now July. So
Right.
It's been quite a while since we were there. But I do remember, like, the flow of the resort itself was a little not normal. You kind of go in.
It was a little choppy.
You kind of go into the main lobby and then you split off. You either go this way or this way.
Right.
So it was a little difficult to find how to get there.
Yeah, because I know there was one bank of elevators we went to and it didn't go up there.
Okay.
So if I'm wrong, please feel free to correct me if you've been there. But I did think it was a little hard to, figure out how to get up there. Of course, we could have asked a cast member, and it'd have been a lot easier. But
And we had also had a cocktail before then.
yes.
So.
And then when we got up to the lobby of the restaurant, it was gorgeous. I just thought, oh my gosh, this place is amazingly gorgeous. And I was kind of a little frustrated with waiting, even though you have a reservation, because we probably waited 20 to 30 minutes.
We did. They were running quite late the night that we happened to be there, so we did have to wait, even though we had an advanced dining reservation. We had to wait a good 20, 30 minutes, like you said.
I mean, the bright side was we got to explore the lobby and stuff, and it was nice. It has like wine bottles, champagne bottles.
Yeah,
and
really
it's
nice.
Like the whole wall is just coolers full of wine and champagne, and they have different types of pasta displayed and stuff.
It really kind of gave me California Grill vibes.
Right.
It was, to me, it felt very kind of familiar to California Grill, being on the top floor of the resort, and also kind of the whole wine wall and things like that, and just the whole vibe of the place. It felt very California Grill to me.
Yeah, and I think the Riviera itself kind of reminds me of the Contemporary a little bit, because it's kind of that setting. It's more contemporary stuff. This is just contemporary with a Mediterranean feel.
Right.
So
yeah, definitely. All right, so let's talk about atmosphere. We kind of touched on this just a little bit. So atmosphere
was very relaxed.
Relaxed, but upscale, casual.
Upscale casual, yes.
I would think,
They made me take my hat off.
They did make you take your hat off, which is fine.
Right.
California Grill does the same thing. Very kind of classy, but not snooty.
Yes. Yes.
You could tell it's a nicer restaurant just by the feel and the music. They're playing kind of, jazzy kind of, music in there. But not a place where you have to feel like it's going to be uptight.
No, I didn't feel like I walked into Victoria and Albert's by any means,
No.
but I didn't feel like I walked into, like Captain Cook's either.
That's true.
So,
I mean, going to a signature restaurant, we do try to dress up just a little bit past our regular park clothes.
a little more.
Collared shirt.
Yeah,
things
I
like
still
that.
wear shorts, but
Yeah.
Anyway, it was a cut above, I would say. It gave us the feel of a signature restaurant.
It did, and they have a lot of big windows where you can look outside. While we were there, it was dark outside, so we couldn't see a whole lot view-wise until we stepped outside onto the patio.
Yes, they have a really awesome patio.
I guess it's more of a balcony because it's up high. Then it's a patio like ground level. Something like that.
I don't know, but
anyway.
it was big enough to be a patio at ground level because it had a lot of seating out there.
It did. There was a lot of seating.
And I think there was even a bar out there.
Probably. I don't know if it was open when we were out there, but a lot of comfortable seating.
Yeah. Just so you can hang out and.
Yeah, really, really good views. You can see Epcot. You can see Hollywood Studios from there.
Right.
So yeah, I thought that was really nice. You can see the Skyliner go by. So I thought that was cool.
Yeah.
Do you want to move on to food?
Let's go to the food.
Okay, let's talk about food. It's our favorite part.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So as an appetizer, I got the gnocchi duck confit. Oh my god.
It was good.
If you don't know what gnocchi is, it's like a potato dumpling. It's made from potatoes and it's really tiny, about that. And if it's made right, it's like
just melts.
It's like a pillow.
Yes.
Like
it's
a potato pillow. A potato pillow, and it just carries all this amazing sauce, and it had the duck, and it was like.
It was rich too, wasn't it? I mean, but not like so rich that you couldn't eat it, but it was like satisfying.
Yes, it was very satisfying.
Yeah.
I loved it. I think it was great.
We do want to kind of note really quickly that the menu has changed since we were there. A lot of all of the Disney restaurants, as a matter of fact, right now have shortened menus. So we did just take a peek at the menu, and some of the things that we had while we were there in January are not on the menu at the moment. So we're just going to kind of talk about what we had really quickly and kind of the quality of the food.
Well, yeah, because it's like if they can do gnocchi good, they can pretty much do anything good.
That's
as
true.
far as I'm concerned, because that's a hard one to get right.
Yeah, and I had the burrata as an appetizer. I think they've replaced it with ricotta. But I thought that was really good too. And to start with, they brought out this beautiful bread.
Yeah, it looked like a tree.
It did, kind of. And then they had two different kinds of olive oil, green olive oil and a black olive oil, which the black olive oil was really good.
Was it two different kinds, like Greek and Italian, or
one was French and one was Italian.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
It was good. It was amazing. I love that bread. I could have just sat there and ate that bread and the gnocchi, and I'd have been happy.
So what about your entree?
For my entree, I had a veal tomahawk chop, and it was seasoned perfectly. It was a little overcooked, not much, but when they're thick like that, it's hard to get it perfect.
Yeah,
so
it looked beautiful.
It was beautiful, and the flavor was great, just because it was just a little bit tough, but you know what?
I thought you mentioned too it was kind of fatty.
Yeah, and it had a lot of fat on it.
Yeah.
But I like the fat. The fat doesn't bother me.
Well, fat gives you flavor, but
right.
I had a salmon with a risotto and artichokes, and I thought it was amazingly good. I rarely ever get fish for some reason, except unless it's scallops. I get scallops a lot when we're at Disney. But salmon, I rarely ever get, but I'm a huge sucker for artichokes. So anything that's got artichokes, I'm gonna give that a go. It was really, really good.
Yeah,
Very good.
It looked good. I didn't taste it because I don't like salmon.
Yeah.
But anyway.
And Andrea and Eric, who we had dinner with,
table mates.
They were both very happy.
Yeah, because he had mussels
and a pesto sauce.
And a pesto sauce, and she had
like a linguine scampi.
Shrimp linguine scampi.
Yeah, so they were both happy with it.
Yeah, and they looked great and everything, and it was really good. I mean, I ate my tomahawk chop, don't get me wrong, because it was good, but you expect veal to be a certain way, and it's supposed to be a little more tender than it was,
right.
But that's okay.
Yeah.
It's not going to keep me from going back.
Right.
That's for sure.
Right. And then for desserts, I kind of found the dessert choices a little bit lacking when we were there. I don't know why. I ended up getting a pistachio mousse, which it looked beautiful. It just didn't have a whole lot of flavor.
No, I tasted it and it didn't really taste very pistachio-y.
Yeah, I
But
wanted it
looked
to be like
gorgeous.
in your
Oh my
face,
gosh.
like pistachio.
Yeah, like smack.
Yeah.
There's a pistachio. Hit you right.
And it was very mildly pistachio.
Mildly pistachio.
Yeah, and you had
I had an
apple
apple tartine.
tartare.
Tartine. You know, it's like the French side. Hello.
Right.
Which I'm a sucker for apple pie, and it was very good. Very good.
And Andrea had the warm chocolate cake. Let me tell you, the desserts were beautiful to look at. It's just mine in particular was just a little, it could have used a little bit more punch.
Yeah, but other than that, that was great.
Yeah, I thought the quality of the food was very signature restaurant worthy.
Yes, very signature, very pretty,
The way it was presented.
yes, and cooked mostly properly.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
I mean, the gnocchi just makes me forgive them for everything because it was that good.
It was, yeah, you could have just had that as a
I could
entree.
have had that, and I'd have just been fine.
Just give me 2 of those and you're good.
Exactly.
All right, so let's talk really quick about service.
Service was great.
Service was excellent.
Yes, our server was always there, and it seemed like anytime you needed anything, bam.
Yeah, he was very attentive without being kind of in your face,
Right.
annoying.
He wasn't hovering.
Yeah, so anytime we had questions, he was always there to answer questions, and very, there for you, kind of.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
we
kind
were
of made
happy.
you feel like you were the only one in the restaurant.
He kind of did, yeah. It was very nice. He made you feel special for being there. They felt grateful that you were there,
Yes, exactly.
which I enjoyed.
I always like that when they think thank you for
Yeah,
coming in. and
yeah,
stuff,
it was
so.
really, really nice.
So it was really, and he was really good. He was
Yeah.
really good at what he did.
He
for
was,
sure.
yeah. Yeah, and apart from, having to wait for our table for, maybe
Yeah.
30 minutes, everything
Else was very timely.
was very timely.
Yes.
Yeah, we didn't have to wait too long for our food to come out, which I hate, when you're waiting like 30, 45 minutes between your courses. Everything came out in a very timely manner.
Yeah, and the drinks came out. He was very good with the drinks.
Yeah.
They don't have the same drinks available, so we're not even going to talk about them.
Yeah, but
they were
I
good.
found the cocktail menu to be good. They had a really extensive wine list. They had some good cocktail choices, I thought, too. Okay, so what about returnability? Would you go back?
Definitely. I would definitely go back, and in fact, we do have a reservation going back in September.
Yeah, we do, as a matter of fact. We haven't, of course, obviously been there since January, so we are looking forward to going back. Even though the menu is shortened. Maybe it'll change by the time we get there in September, maybe
And if it
won't.
doesn't, we'll just
That's okay.
do with what they have.
Yeah.
So that's okay with me.
But I enjoyed it enough to want to go back.
Right, I did too. And another little side note was that when we were there, we saw Epcot fireworks.
Yeah.
We saw Hollywood Studios fireworks. I know they're not doing them now, but when they start doing them again, it's a great place
It
to
is a
watch
great
fireworks
place.
because they have a really awesome terrace up there, and the windows just bang, window. You can see
Right.
it from your table.
I mean, I would really actually like to enjoy, we're not big character dining people, but I would actually like to experience
The breakfast.
breakfast just to see what it's like.
Yeah, well,
Someday.
maybe one of these days.
Yeah, but I really enjoyed going. I loved the atmosphere. It just felt kind of upscale, but not snooty. I thought it was a great addition to the whole Disney dining choices.
I agree. We're gonna rate it now, right?
Rate it, yes. Let's rate it on a scale of 1 to 10.
I'm
What
gonna
are you
give
gonna
it.
give it?
I'm gonna give it an 8.
Okay.
And the only reason I'm giving it an 8 is because of the first impression part, and just having that veal chop just not perfect.
Okay.
Even though perfect's hard.
Perfect is really hard. Very hard. I'm gonna give it a 9, actually. Everything that I had except for the pistachio mousse needing a little bit more kick was really, really good. I was very happy with it. The service was amazing. I loved the atmosphere. I felt like I could just hang out in there and just, chill, have some cocktails.
That would be another category we need, hangability.
Hangability.
So
can you hang out?
Can you just hang out there?
Yeah, and feel like you don't want to leave. It had that for me.
It did.
Yeah. So you could really just ease into relaxing and enjoying the atmosphere and the music and the setting. So it was cool. I really enjoyed it.
Me too.
Yeah, so
I'm really looking forward to going back.
I'm giving it a 9.
So, well, I got an 8. She's got a 9.
Yeah.
So that's not bad.
No, not at all. think that's pretty high marks.
Right, and you know, and they were still kind of new.
They were, yeah. I think they'd only been open for maybe a month or two.
So it's like, you know, maybe they just needed to work some bugs out, and it's like maybe next time it'll be stellar. So
yeah, or you know, maybe not as good. Who knows? That's why we always like to go back.
That's right, and then when we go back, we like to review it again just to say if it was different or not. So
yeah, because it's been half a year since we were there.
Yeah, so look forward to another one later on down the line.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Yep. So if you're maybe thinking about going to Topolino's, trying it out, we just wanted to tell you our thoughts on it and what our experience was.
And we would definitely recommend it.
We would.
Yes.
Yeah. So I guess it's time to say bye for now.
Okay, bye for now.
Bye for now, guys. Thanks so much for joining us, and we hope you're doing well. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so already. Also, hit the notification bell so that you know when we post. And if you enjoyed this video, if you would please do us a huge favor, give us a thumbs up, because it does help YouTube know to share it.
Yes, it does.
Okay, all right. We will see you guys next time. Thanks for joining us. Love you, bye.
Love you, bye.